Hi, it's Panda Movies here. Today, I'm going to explain the movie called Jumper. Warning, there are spoilers ahead. Enjoy the video. David Rice enjoys a luxury lifestyle based on stolen funds obtained through his ability to jump into and out of bank vaults. The Paladins, a hidden society of religious fanatics, vowed to track down and murder jumpers for their purported omnipresence, which they consider blasphemous, are on the lookout for him. Mark, who bullied David in high school, informs Roland Cox, the new head of the Paladins, of David's identity. David and Millie, his high school crush, travel to Rome while concealing his ability. When they go to the Colosseum, David encounters Griffin, another jumper, before they are attacked by two Paladins, whom Griffin casually kills. David is apprehended by Italian police and interrogated about the deaths, but he manages to flee with the help of his mother, Mary, who abandoned him when he was 5 years old. When David tries to avoid the matter, Millie becomes enraged and terrified, and she demands to know the truth. David declines and, afraid for her safety, places her on a plane back to the United States. David stumbles into Griffin once more and follows him to his cave hideout. Griffin explains that he has been hunting down and killing Paladins for years, and that he intends to kill Cox in retaliation for his parents' deaths. The Paladins will target David's loved ones in order to bring him out, according to Griffin. When David returns home, he discovers his father bleeding. He transports his father to a hospital and then returns to Griffin to seek assistance. Griffin accepts after realizing Cox is chasing David personally. They head to the airport to pick Millie up, but she isn't there. Griffin returns to his hiding place in order to obtain weapons. Millie is enraged when David breaks into her flat. When David sees Cox approaching, he decides to tell her the truth. Griffin's refuge is teleported to her by him. The Paladins, including Cox, infiltrate the stronghold using a mechanism that keeps David's jump car open. The majority of them are subdued by David and Griffin. When David sees his mother's picture on the wall, he understands she is a Paladin as well. Cox is pursued into the jump car, but he manages to snare Millie in the process. He sets up a trap in Millie's apartment, anticipating David's return. Griffin plots to blow the flat in order to kill Cox, but David disagrees because he wants to save Millie. In Chechnya, they fight and David traps Griffin with electrical wires. David ignores Griffin's warning and rushes to Millie's apartment, only to get caught by Cox's cables. The cords tether him to the apartment, preventing him from jumping away on his own. David summons his strength and teleports the apartment and everyone within to a river, drowning all but Cox of the Paladins present. David teleports Millie to safety and dumps Cox in a cave in Horseshoe Bend after he is free of the wires. "I could have dropped you with the sharks," he says as he strands Cox there as a symbol of mercy. David discovers his younger half-sister Sophie when he pays a visit to his long-lost mother Mary. Mary informs David that he first jumped when he was 5 years old. She was a Paladin, and she had to murder David or flee. She went with the latter option since she adores him. David meets Millie after she leaves her residence and leaps himself and her to a warmer area.